Hogg, Police Crime and Victims Commissioner for County Durham and Darlington.
Thank you. What's your response to what Boris Johnson's had to say today about the money that he thinks police forces shouldn't be spending on investigating historical child abuse allegations?
Shall I say I'm not surprised, but I'm totally horrified. In my opinion, the man's a total buffoon. I didn't think that justice was time limited, that if you're a victim of a crime, especially a serious crime such as these, then these crimes need to be investigated and the victim needs our support. I just think it's absolutely disgraceful.
What do you think about the language he used in particular?
The language is disgusting, it's outrageous, and I would hope that he has the decency to make an apology to those victims. I've spoken to all these victims and their life has been absolutely destroyed. Yet Boris Johnson will want to deny them justice. That is not right, and I want him to come out openly and apologise for these words.
He was making the comments in the wider context of a question around the fact that police budgets are tight nowadays, the fact that we've seen reduced numbers of officers on the streets around the country, and he was talking about where resources should be used. Does he have some point, perhaps if very clumsily made, around the kind of difficult decisions that forces like yours are having to make nowadays?
There are difficult decisions about prioritising what we investigate, what we should not investigate, but let's be quite clear. The reduction in police officer numbers, the reduction in police staff numbers is because of decisions made by his government to cut our funding and to create what is in effect a postcode lottery. Simply put, my message to Mr Johnson is policing is underfunded, put some money into policing and let's get to grips with that.
We know that Operation Seabrook into the Medemsey Detention Centre has been one of the largest of its kind in the country. Are you happy with the results it has brought, considering the amount of resource you put into it?
I'm happy that we've done the very best that we can with the evidence, given how far back we've had to go to glean some of this evidence. I think the officers and staff in the Seabrook inquiry have done a superb job and have done the very best to deliver justice. Over and above that, we have supported the victims through what has really been a traumatic event for them and tried to help them get some sort of normality back into what are already shattered lives.
Can you tell me how much money has been spent on Operation
I couldn't off the top of my head, but all I would say, the amount of money that has been spent has been justified because this is about delivering justice, not denying justice, and that is where Boris Johnson is totally wrong.
And finally, your officers have said this as well, but I imagine you'd reiterate the fact that Operation Seabrook is not over, and anyone else that wishes to come forward will be listened to.
Absolutely. I know that the numbers of further referrals are into double figures now since the sentencing was announced, and we welcome that, because again, justice cannot be denied.